tea. Good day, everyone. We're still in the driveway yet. Getting ready to head out. Me and Tucker are going out. We've been housebound for a little while. Had a bit of a stomach bug. Coming around now, slowly but surely. Want to get outside today, so we're going for a little grouse hunt. A little cook up, I think. Come along, see what we'll have on the go for today. Oh guys, this year I actually discovered while I was moose hunting, probably something I knew already. When we were moose hunting and driving in on the woods road in the truck, and Tucker was sitting behind me, I was seeing a few more grouse. I was getting a chance to get out and get a shot and get a few grouse. Of course, when we ever were on the woods road walking, Tucker's always a little ways ahead of me. He's going side to side. We used to flush a few grouse, but when the grouse got flushed by Tucker, they flew away. They just go into a tree, or very seldom. Occasionally they would, and we get the odd one. Most times they'd fly. They'd just be gone. I figured, what I should try to do with Tucker now this year, since we've been there. I did have a go with him the other day and let him run, and I'll do that again. Like, for me, it's not all about the grouse. It's not about the grouse at all, actually. It's more about getting the day out. But what I got done today is I got him on a long leash and keep him close by. Not only keep him close by for the grouse, but it keeps him a bit cleaner when we get back to the truck. And he's had a couple of ear infections, so I'm trying to keep him out of the water a bit, not all. He's going to get into some, and if we shoot a grouse, I'm going to let him go and go get it. But anyway, come along and see if we're lucky enough to see one first. Got to see it before we can get it. Cooler than I thought it was going to be this morning. Wind is nippy. Come on, Tuck. No. One of these favorite water rolls there. Felt good to get a door, Tucker? Huh? Okay. What? I'm gonna put a trail cam out now. All right. Now then, guys. Hey, Tucker. Oh, Mr. Bull. Clean out his antlers there, buddy. Huh? Look at this. Yeah. That's a bull scrape. These alders here too. Tucker. Hold on. Just before that scrape, I saw that there was a sign of a big bull. So I went out in the woods a ways, found a bit of a moose trail, and I put out my trail cam. So I'm hoping he's going to be around, and maybe we'll get him later on video. Still should have his rack yet. It's only November. Wish us luck on a future video. We may have a nice bull to show you. Tucker's not digging the leash. Where we had a rabbit snare in there last year, Tuck. Not gonna bother when he snares yet. Wait later on when it's snow on the ground. Hi guys, just a little pause in today's video to do a shout out and an addition to the Tucker and I Wall of Fame. This channel I discovered, I was doing some editing like I'm doing here today. As I do often when I do editing, if there's any lives on the go, I'll listen in on a live. I believe it was a carving live. Ooh, I'm not sure. They said, you want a great channel to watch when you're editing or just sit back relaxing? Check out Mary's gigs. Mary's down in Florida. She's doing the DoorDash gigs, Walmart deliveries, and she is a riot at times. Get it from her perspective, not from her customers getting the DoorDash. She's doing these deliveries all over the place, and she takes us along. It helps. It's some security for hers. But on there one day, she had an incident where a guy, a bit of road rage type thing at a gas station. It can get very interesting watching the channel at times, and she's always a great laugh. And actually right now, Mary, I'm watching her live right now. Check out the channel, and she sent me along this beautiful sticker, and that's going on the Wall of Fame. And I'll get back to today's video. Tough a moose for there. I don't know if I shot anything in there or not. Oh, well. Oh, Grouse Tucky boy. Huh? What do you think? Nothing, Tucky boy? Nothing. Not even up in the trees. Too windy for him today, I think, boy. Too windy up in the trees or in the woods, deeper woods. Didn't know we'd catch him. Hope I started the road early morning. Guess not this morning, eh? Recently had a couple of windstorms. Seems like most of November's been windy. And got a few trees there down there a little further down. You found water. A few trees across the road here. Fortunately I got nothing to get them out of it today. Almost back to the truck. I wasn't watching. There he is. Come out of that, bud. Shake it now. Shake it. You're covered in grass, seeds. I got a little ways to go, I suppose. Hopefully it'll drop some. I don't think. We're going somewhere else after this. Somewhere and let you go more. What's wrong, Tucker? Huh? What's wrong? You prefer to out walking, don't you? Even if you're on a leash. Oh, now you got his window down now too. Huh? How'd you get the window down? Knows the button. If I don't have the safety locks on, he knows how to get his window down himself. Either that or he gets really lucky every time. We came back, got back to the truck. It is windy and cold. Even though the temperature is saying it's 7 degrees outside, I don't know what the feels like temperature is right now, but it's definitely not 7 degrees. I changed up a jacket. Luckily I took the bigger jacket, got it in the truck here now, so I got my bigger New View jacket on as opposed to my thinner New View jacket, and just decided to drive in over a road here now, have a look, see if we see any grouse by the shoulder or what have you, and I'll let Tucker get out and retrieve if we see anything. And if it doesn't rain, and it's not supposed to, I don't think, but get that overcast look at times. If it doesn't rain, we're going to have a little cook-up. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens next. Grouse or cook-up. And I got something new to cook up that I haven't, to prepare. And it's something I haven't had in the woods for a long while. I don't think I've ever done it on video, but I did make it on a video. So stay tuned and see what that's all about. Well, guys, pulled over this. The road goes on in there, and there's just a little turnaround that I knew about here. I always said it would be a nice place to bring an RV or camp, something in the woods, but I can't remember saying this before. So if you're out there and this is yours, I may just use it today. Set up my table on. I don't know if you could hear it with the wind, but if you're out there and this is yours, I'm going to borrow it today just to put my stove on. I'm going to try to drive my truck out there to get out of the wind. It's a real problem today trying to sit up to do anything, and I know the video is probably going to be an issue with the video with the wind, but sorry about that, guys. I don't have my truck set up right now with the board and everything in it to do a cook-up from the tailgate, and it's just a lot of wind. Like, there's even a fireplace here. Somebody got a little fireplace built up, but even with that fireplace, it's just not a comfortable spot to sit up for get a fire going. But I am getting hungry, and we are going to sit up, get a bite to eat now shortly. I had looked at coming here and setting up a tent for a night, but over here now is a ditch of water, and Tucker is into it pretty well constantly. Yeah, I'm not playing sticks with you. Have a stick, eat stick. Can't wait for lunch, hey? Make sure I don't have the haulers trapped in my door before it drives away. I got the truck pulled over here, sort of blocking some of the wind. Actually, not too bad. Between the trees here on this side and the truck here behind me do block some, although not enough to keep my windshield from blowing away on me. This way. Pay attention, Tucker. You wait, buddy. Some kippers here today. Smoked kippers. I like those. Okay, over here. Over here. Okay, stay there. Sit. Stay. Stay there. But, okay. He was going on what? Yeah. Had to get the warmer toque on. Good job I had one in my pocket because I forgot to take my new knitted one. Now, let's get the kettlebell there and we'll get dinner on. Anybody know my trick? Get the kettle, suddenly pick up and boil faster or get hotter faster. I got a little bit of warm water, not hot, just warm. Laid it in there, got the tank warm, and you can see the difference. You can definitely hear the difference. I wouldn't recommend take boiling hot water, put a tank in. May not hurt because it's not flame. Recently watched a video. A guy was out in his tent. He had a beautiful stove with a oven on top. Yeah, it's an attached oven, not like the little portable one I got. And he had been sitting by the stove reading a book for a while. He was sitting back from the stove and all hell broke loose. What we didn't know first, all I knew there was an explosion. His tent caught fire. After a bit, he's out in the rain. I don't think he suffered any really bad injuries, but it could have been really bad. Apparently when he put his stove away, he had a butane tank stored in the oven for safekeepings. When he got out and set up the stove, the wood stove, and lit it up and got it going, he forgot the butane tank was in there and it exploded. And he lost his tent, lost a bunch of stuff, and like I say, very lucky he wasn't burnt bad or even killed type thing. Could have been a bad story. So you got to treat those tanks with respect. They are explosive. Don't get them in high heat. Don't get them in spark area. Don't put them near a fire. Definitely not a no-no. Somebody recommended something to me, but I'm not going to say it on video. But you know who you are. I haven't had enough to drink to try that yet. And that's just water. I haven't enough water to drink to try that yet. So you want to let your imagination go from there who don't know. Okay. So now we got the kettle boil. And I got to get my knife. Hold on. Okay guys. I got the kettle boiled. Or people are going to say water's boiled. After losing my tea bags. Where did I put my tea bags? They were here. Look for tea bags. Tucker, they may blew away. Okay, I'm going to turn off the kettle. It's boiled there now. So what I'm going to do now is prepare my supper, or my lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's dinner. It's 12:30, and I got up this morning. I had grabbed a banana, and that's all I've had today so far. Not a breakfast person at times. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But you remember this little pot from Ellen, and I found this one really good when I got dehydrated food. A couple of videos ago, maybe even only last week, depends on when I get this one edited to put out, I did buttered chicken, dehydrated buttered chicken. So I'll put a link to that video down below. Tucker knows, buddy, knows. And as you know, Tucker, go over there, buddy, you add yours. You add yours, Tucker. As you know, I've had dehydrated chili a lot. That's one of my favorite meals, quick meals. So is this one. This one's probably more of a favorite. I just don't do it as often. Butter chicken, and again, right now, take care of it here under this rock so don't blow away. I'm gonna look for those tea bags now shortly. So I got the pot, just dried crumbly mixture. It's chicken, rice, and the sauce is all dehydrated. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add enough water just to come too close to cover. And I'm going to make sure everything is covered in water. Give it a little, make sure everything's covered in water. Give it a little stir around, mix it in, and that's the beauty of this little pot. I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to lock the cover in place. I'm going to put this back together. I took it out a little too far, and we'll let this sit for about good, probably 20 minutes, and then check it out. What I got done is the pot cover on. Now I could drive with this now if I wanted to, because that lid is locked on. Great little pot, awesome pot for this purpose. Now while I wait for that to hydrate, I gotta find out where my tea bags went. I had a bag of tea bags, but a half a dozen tea bags in a bag. I laid it on this little bench here that I say was very convenient to find today, but I don't see them, so they must have blew away. Anyway, we'll be right back, hopefully with tea bags. Well, I spent about 20 minutes going all around the area here trying to find the tea bags. Figured the little bag blew away. Looking to see if they actually got caught up in some of the alders. Came back, had my mind made up. I was going to have hot water. Look, see if I get any spruce, which I will have a bit of spruce tips in it anyway. Put my hand in my pocket. Tea bags. Whoa boy. If I only had a memory. This tree is a little bit too big for the tips. Let's see if I can get a nice little spruce over here somewhere. Get a few spruce tips. It's also starting to pick rain. Hopefully we'll get the dinner ready before that's done. Tea bag. I got a handful of tips here. Not the young growth ones like I get like in the spring of the year. That's the ones I prefer. But they'll put a good flavor on, I'm sure. Get a couple more. I do really like the spruce tea. They got a minty flavor to it. I was saying earlier in the video, bit of a flu bug, mostly a stomach bug that was. Even then, the mint, I drink a lot of mint tea, and this stuff is good as well. It helps settle the stomach. You feel it going down, clear the lungs. They smell in there, Tucker? Huh? Do you smell delicious butter chicken? I hope it's going to be delicious butter chicken. We'll see shortly. I do have some all-season butane bot, and should have took one today, but I didn't think it was going to be so cold actually. And I don't think the temperature now is actually cold. It's the wind that's the problem. But this one is doing its trick today with a little bit of warm water on the tank. Pour that in there. Tucker, stay there. Vehicle going by there now. There's somebody in moose hunting. There's a woods road that goes on, and I was saying earlier, it goes on in fair distance in. People cut wood in there as well, and of course back out this way, back out to the highway, about 5 kilometers, I guess, somewhere thereabouts. There's the tea. it's steeping there now. I'm gonna put a cover on and keep the heat in. Alright, that's about 20 minutes now. See what we got here. Yeah, that's definitely gone. Seems to be hydrated pretty good. Some of the rice is a little bit clumpy there, but get that stirred apart there now. Taste test coming up. A little bit soupy. Okay, now for the taste test. Yep, make you swallow your tongue. Flavors down there. Chicken is a bit dry, but a little bit on the tough side. Chewy, I guess would be the word. Probably need to let it sit a little longer. Rice is good. Definitely a great meal when it's cool like it is here today. And now the sun is coming up. Shouldn't complain. It was in my eyes. It was raining earlier. I had a shower there. But anyway, I'm going to dig into this, and me and Tucky will get back on our way home. Or if we go for another grouse, we'll see. Well, guys, chicken was good. Some of it was a bit on the dry side. I guess it needed longer to hydrate. The lid cup packs on a little pot. Maybe needed something out on the outside just to keep it warmer. I'll look at some options there. But it was edible, very edible. The sauce, taste, 100% delicious. The only issue is, let's say that chicken, and maybe hydrating it forever wouldn't have made it, and maybe it was just too dry. But it was good, and I picked up some of the really dry chicken, and Tucker had no complaints about it at all. Did you, Tucker? Tucker, was the chicken good? Was it good? Huh? No, I don't have any more. I don't have. Yeah, shake the water out of you now before you get into the truck, and don't get into it anymore. Okay? We're gonna pick this up here now before we blow away, and we'll meet you inside the truck. Well, guys, we're loaded up in the truck, and we were having a shower and rain again, so it's going from sunshine to showers to rain. Although it hasn't rained there, to be honest. It's just been a few isolated showers, I guess. Best way to explain it. So I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea in out of the wind and in the dry. I just saw a truck go by out there then with a guy up in the back, so I'm assuming he's moose hunting, and we'll probably head back out the road. I was going to go in and see if I see a grouse, but somebody in there moose hunting, I don't want to be fired off a gun drive my moose away on them. It's not a big deal if I get a grouse or not, and to be honest, I don't expect to see many today. It's just too windy for them. They usually get hunkered down in deeper woods, not out on sides of roads on a day like this. I'm gonna enjoy my tea. Spruce tips and titley. We'll probably be calling this a video unless we do see something else come up on the way out. And if we do call it a video, until next time, we'll be talking. But if we do see something else, we'll be back.